Hey everyone, it's me again, it's Keizenki. Today's video, it's gonna be a little bit different. We might have some serious talk or some lighthearted talk, and if you're not the type of person that likes serious talk, then maybe this video is not for you. However, I do want to talk about something, and that's what's going on in our community right now. Well, millions of people have actually watched the George Floyd video. It was exactly 8 minutes and 46 seconds that a cop knelt on somebody else's neck. And when I did see this video, I couldn't watch the majority of it. But when I actually did watch the full length of it, I don't know what was going through that cop's mind. I don't know what was going through the other ones who just watched. Like, some people can paint George Floyd as, oh, he was this, he was that, oh, he did this in his past. But at the end of the day, nobody deserves what happened in that video. It doesn't matter if you're Hispanic, Asian, African American, or even Caucasian. Nobody deserves that. And you can have the horrible past, and you can be the most, at the end of the day, if you're there pleading for your life on the ground, face first, blood on the concrete, you don't deserve it. And I know we talk about karma and all that, but we can go about it a different way. Before the riots, after George Floyd's unfortunate death and his daughter losing her father and his family losing a beloved member, there was peaceful protest. Majority of them were very peaceful. They wanted to make a point. However, when it came to that peaceful protest and getting that message across that, we're tired of it. You guys keep saying this and that. Oh yeah, we're going to change, but you don't do anything. You just say it and you don't take action. And when they did try to do the peaceful protest and get their point across, they didn't like that. They, from what I've seen, they sprayed, I think it was pepper spray, and that just broke out into riots. And then now we have looting. What else is it going to take for our point to actually get across? Do we have to arm ourselves against people who are supposed to actually protect and uphold the law? Are we going to have to fight against our own government just to get a point that, hey, y'all made some mistakes, we have our mistakes, and y'all have y'all's mistakes. We need to acknowledge our mistakes, and we need to come up with ways to fix it. Are we going to do that, or are we just going to sit here, chitter chatter on TV and look fancy with makeup and be in our little nice houses while other people have to go through being profiled, pulled over, possibly losing their lives, and so much more that I probably can't even name? So it's like, are you going to do something? Or are you just going to talk about it? Do we have to do something? Do we have to make you change your ways? Or are you going to continue glorifying what you're doing, just sitting there and just ignoring the issue? Like, you knew that the police force had a lot of flaws in regards to their training, in regards to the psyche evaluation, in regards to their character as a whole. It's like my job. You just hire them as long as they meet the requirements because they're breathing. Now you have George Floyd. You have I'm not good with names. You have a man that was shot in his backyard. You had a man that was shot in front of his family. You also have one, he was a Caucasian man, but still, nobody deserves that. He pleaded for his life he was on his knees, hands up, and he still got shot. Like, when is it just gonna end? Because at the end of the day, we're tired. And with the riots, the looting, and all the activity that's going on, and you're rarely doing anything, I just don't know, honestly. I know that we as a nation, we know that we have flaws. We know that we make some dumb mistakes. We even have Columbus Day, which is a holiday that, I hate that holiday, because it's basically a holiday for a massive genocide and slavery and a lot of things that shouldn't have happened in the first place. It's like he took kindness and gave it evil. That's another issue. We have our mistakes. Yes, we have our flaws. That's correct. But if you can't, actually, if you can't acknowledge it, and if you do acknowledge that there's mistakes, there's flaws, that you actually need to do something, but you choose to do nothing, man, that that says volumes to the character. And if you have the power to start something, to initiate that change, and to put our nation in a better place, and you still choose to do nothing, man, that that's just, I have no words for that. I don't even know where to start. It's like, if this is what my kids have to look forward to and my future generations, then I'd rather not. I'd rather not have kids. I'd rather not do anything. I'd rather my line just die where it is, and that's sad. I don't want to raise kids in a nation where they have to fear for their lives, or they get discriminated against, or somebody's going to kneel on their neck and take life from them. And sometimes it's disappointing that that's what it's come to. And when it comes to criminals and people breaking the law or doing something that's not what they're supposed to be doing, let's just put it like that, and they're held at a different standard just because of the color of their skin, I don't get that. If I'm white, I expect to be held accountable. If I'm African American, I expect to be held accountable. If I'm Asian, if I'm Hispanic, or wherever I'm at, I expect that if I break the law, I get caught, and I'm prosecuted, that no matter the color of my skin, no matter the ethnicity, no matter what my background is, that I'm held accountable. And if that's not going to happen, that's disappointing. Because I remember one incident that I did read about. There's this mother. She lied about her district, well, where her address, so that her kid could go to a better school. However, there's this woman who gave money for college for their kid to actually go to this college before anybody else. She got, from off the top of my head, maybe 6 months to 1 year, and the other woman, she got 5. Does that make any sense? Like, one, I can understand. I can understand if you want to change your district just so your kid can go to a better school. I can understand that. I can relate to that. Because growing up, I went to some crappy schools. However, if you're going to bribe somebody so that your kid can go to a better college before anybody else, that rubs me the wrong way. I don't get it. And I don't think I'll ever get it. You should honestly be held accountable no matter what. And unfortunately, we live in a nation that sees the color of our skin, and that's how they go about it. But anyways, thank you for tuning in on my serious talk. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and deuces.
It's almost as sweet.